Hey, what's up guys? I hope you're doing well. I'm over here in the park in Envigado. This area used to be a bus depot where they used to park the buses that go from Envigado to Medellin and whatnot in terms of intercity transportation. But this is Envigado, another city, a small city next to Medellin in the metropolitan area. And yes, the title you read right, how to safely make friends in Medellin and in the Medellin metropolitan area. And this probably applies to all of Colombia in general. So let me get down to it. Basically what I'm going to say to you is not a guarantee 100%, so please understand it's not a 100% guarantee, but it is much safer than the other options people are using around here when they come to Colombia, foreigners that come here and don't speak Spanish or speak very little Spanish. Now the idea first of all is to please learn some Spanish, learn some good Spanish, some basic to pre-intermediate skills of Spanish so that you can at least have a simple conversation with people when you meet them so you can make a connection. So, first of all, you can meet people in a park like this. This park was just inaugurated this year. This is a solar panel thing here, so they use the electricity of the sun generated by the solar panel to provide energy for the lighting in this park and all of that, and for this water fountain thing here that they turn it on at certain times of the day and all. So you can come here in the morning. I'll show you in a moment what I'm talking about. So here, this is a park I sometimes come to do exercise, and I finished my exercise routine this morning. So if you want to meet people more your age, like 40 to 65 years old, and strike up a conversation with them, you come here early in the morning between, let's say, 6:30 and 8, and you'll find people doing bars here, like this dude over here. And I think that guy is a foreigner because he doesn't look like he's from around here. And there's some young guys here, and they come and do bars here, exercise with the elastic bands and all of that. And you can strike up a conversation with them. People are pretty friendly in general, but you got to know the language to be able to do that. Now people do come here with their dogs too, with their kids and all that. There's a little doggy park here, and then if you like doggies, you want to pet them and all that. Buenas, ¿cómo le va? Buenos días. People are pretty friendly in general, and then people are working out here. This is where I normally work out when I can here, and you can strike up a conversation with some people and get to know them, really. And if you come on the weekend, like on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, or even in the morning, there will be a lot of people here on the weekend and more possibilities to make friends. So this is one way to safely make friends. Not guaranteed all the way through that it is safe, but it is much safer because usually the underworld kind of people don't hang around here. They go to the places looking for their victims and all that. So stay away from, try to strike up friendships in bars or nightclubs or areas where there is high drug use and prostitution, kind of like these days, unfortunately, in Poblado, Medellin, on 10th Street and Jarrah's Park. Those places are not the best places and the safest places to meet people that are going to be friends for a while with you. You'll pretend to be friends and then find a way to slip a Mickey into your drink or something, or get you drugged by a woman with something, or find ways to rob you, because the thieves, the people that are bad kind of people, are lurking in those areas and waiting for the victims, for their prey. So stay away from those areas. Now another place is, if you're a religious kind of a person, Christian or Catholic, you go to these congregation centers that are around the city, Medellin, or the city of Envigado or Sabaneta. This is a Christian church, and if you speak Spanish, then you can come and listen to the mass and everything, and then you'll be able to meet more wholesome people, more type of religious people, spiritual, better kind of people, because that's a place where I've heard like people like Wesley Thomas. He's a YouTuber, Asian American, living here in Colombia. He recently married his girlfriend in Manizales. She's Colombian. And he says, if you want to follow his channel and see what he talks about, he says that he met his wife, his current wife now, at a Christian church in Manizales. And that's another way to have a safer, a better guarantee of safety in terms of meeting people and making friendships at Catholic churches or Christian churches. Especially those Christian churches, because they're smaller. They're not really a church like whatever, but it's a building they rent out, like a kind of a warehouse type thing, and I've seen many of them all over the city over the years. And those people are pretty close knit, and when a person comes in, they welcome them, and if you're friendly enough and whatever, then they open up to you. but please learn Spanish. How else are you going to break the barrier? Most people do not speak Spanish in this country. They barely know hello, thank you, goodbye, and what's your name. And they might say, what your name? What's your name? Now, another place where you might meet people in a safer way is these gyms like Smart Fit. Smart Fit is an international chain of gyms, or even Body Tech, which are more expensive, the Body Tech gyms. So if you check it out, people that come here are not thieves, basically. I mean, very safe to say that the possibility of you running into a criminal in one of these places and striking up a friendship with them and then getting jacked, robbed, or kidnapped by them is slim to none. But I'm saying slim, not zero. It's very low, very, very low, less than 5%. So check in, look into the Body Tech gyms or Smart Fit gyms. As a foreigner, you pay a low price for the monthly membership and that's it, but you don't have to sign a year contract. At least Smart Fit, the person told me this week when I was there last week. I mean, this is the month of September 2022, so you know how up to date this information is. Now, in case I didn't say it, guys, in case I didn't say it, these days now, I'm just focusing on giving you guys tips and recommendations and informative videos about living in Medellin, Colombia, and the Medellin metropolitan area. Not just Medellin, it's also Envigado, where I'm making this video at right now, or Sabaneta, as you have may seen before, or La Estrella, or Copacabana, or Bello, or Barbosa, or Girardota, or Caldas. These are all part of the Medellin metropolitan area. Another area where you can make friends, safely to say, very safe to say, whether it be older people or younger people, is here at the park, at the main square here in Envigado. You see the church right there. This is the town square, the main square here. And these are old timers here, so maybe you could strike up a conversation with these guys to improve your Spanish. And if you become good friends with them, then they'll introduce you to their family members, younger people, in case you're a younger person, in case you're 40, 35, or 30 years old, and whatever. So, you know, they like to have conversations, and you can practice your Spanish with them. They're just sitting here. A lot of pensioners come and hang out here early in the morning and then to some part of the afternoon, and then they go home. So this is another place to pretty safe, because these are all people from Envigado. You just got to know how to read them to see. I mean, just know how to read people. Let's go to another place where I can show you where you can make friends with younger people and not so old if you don't want that. Now, just in case you didn't know, Envigado is on a hillside of the mountain, and we're going down the hill towards the lowest part of the valley, and you can see the other mountain side there towards the west. And guys, remember, give this a like if you like what I'm doing. That's all. It helps the video go out to more people on YouTube, and we grow like Flojo. Okay guys, we're here at the park right now. This is the Deborah Arango Park and Public Library there, and they got a couple of cafes on the other side. And this place is a good place as any here in Envigado, better than many places if you want to meet young people. They're hanging out here, young people between the ages of 18 to 30, in case you are a young traveler yourself and traveling through the world and you're going to be here for a while as an expat and whatever. Let me just fix this up. So this is the area here. So basically, I don't have one of those mics that is wireless and whatever, so you won't be able to pick up my sound that well. But this is a place that at nighttime or early evening, late afternoon into the early evening during the week, especially on Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, and even the Sundays in the afternoon, a lot of people are here with their dogs, with their friends, just hanging and chilling. And if you want to meet people like these ladies here and just talk to them, or fellas, this is a place to come to. Deborah Arango. It's only 3 or 4 blocks down from the town square here in Envigado, or it's only a few blocks away, also 3 blocks away, four long blocks away from the Viva Envigado shopping center mall, the biggest mall in South America, with all the goodies. So pretty safe to say that you can meet cool people here. But then, since there are a lot of young people here hanging out, and a few of them might be doing something you don't like, maybe might be a couple of shady characters among them, but still, early in the day, whatever, their families here on the weekend, just doing things with their children. And these are some safe places to make safe friendships, as it were. And another place that I wanted to say is that for those of you who are going to be learning Spanish here at a Spanish school in Envigado or Poblado, Medellin, Laureles, wherever they have them, some of these places might offer integration nights with locals, like friends and people, Colombians, so that you can talk to them and practice your speaking skills and maybe even strike up a friendship in that way. There are so many ways you can make friends here in a safe way, but please avoid the bars, like I said, the nightclubs. You're not going to find the love of your life or friends for life in those places in general. Very difficult for that to happen because those are a different vibe, so to say. That's it for now. If you have any questions about how to safely make friends here in Medellin and in the metropolitan area like Envigado or whatever, maybe some more tips, maybe some things that I may have overlooked, just let me know. But it is the thing about the Christian community, when you go to those places, to those churches, Christian churches, they're a tight-knit community. So they'll accept you in there, they'll let you come in and listen to the mass, and if they see you're serious about following their way of preaching and whatever, then you'll join the family after a couple of months, because they see you're a real deal and not some kind of digger, some kind of vagabond or undesirable. Well, I ran out of memory on the GoPro card, so I'm just finishing off the video. What I was saying is just those Christian communities are tightly knit, so they'll accept you after a few months if you're going to stay here long term, and take you into the family after maybe a month too if you go regularly on a Sunday to their masses, to their congregations, and you speak Spanish enough to strike up conversations with them so they can get to know you and ask you questions, and you ask them questions so they can get a feel for you and you can get a feel for them. And then you'll be like accepted into the family basically, and then maybe you can meet some friends for life, or maybe even your future husband or your future wife. Take care, guys, and until next time. Plus, tonight, this is Friday, September 9th, 2022, and every Friday night, as long as the weather permits, if it's not raining and all of that, or on Saturday afternoons too, or nighttime, I do live streams. So if you want to be part of one of these live streams, wherever I am here in Envigado, Medellin, or Sabaneta, or this metropolitan area, just hit the notification bell button if you're already subscribed. If you're not subscribed, just subscribe. It's free. Subscribe and it's free. And hit the notification bell button so that you get the notifications of when I post videos, and especially if you want to be part of those live streams and see what I'm doing live and ask questions and all of that, feel free to come on down. You're next on The Price is Right. Bye-bye.